Hi everyone, my name's Darleen. Welcome to Tuesday Talks, where today I want to talk about what an invisible illness is. I've had that question quite a few times now, and me having been in the healthcare field, of course, I know what it is. Many people don't though. And I love that people have asked that question. And the way I think of it is it's an invisible illness is something that you can't see. Now think about when you go to hospital, you can see a broken arm, you can see a lot of the time you can see a head injury because they might even have something on. You can see a spinal injury because they might have something supporting their neck. Or people that have had surgery, you can see scars. Invisible illness is where you can't see something and you really wonder about the person. That is what I've had. Now, I have had mental illness. I'm very open about that, very, very open, and very open that I was suicidal. That is considered an invisible illness. And the amount of times you get told to get over depression, pick yourself up, why are you laying in bed all day, all of that kind of stuff is not supportive because a lot of people don't understand because people sharing about mental illness is a big thing. And then you get things like that. Well, just pick yourself up, go and have a shower, go and eat something, get out and exercise. Or hello, when you've got an invisible illness, your energy is so different. There are days where you basically have no energy. You're lucky to get out of bed and go to the toilet. And that is, for me, that's mental illness. Now, in other invisible illnesses could be an autoimmune disease. So a disease that affects the immune system. That could be one. There's also one where your thyroid is affected. Your thyroid's in here. That can actually affect you. And what it can do, if it's working overtime, that is when you've, got when it's working overtime, your heart rate's going and your breathing might be faster and you're like really on adrenaline. When it's underworking, that's when your energy is more sluggish and, you can actually put on weight with that as well. Where overactive, you can actually reduce weight. Not in good ways either. It's unhealthy. There's also pituitary gland in here, tiny little gland that can affect you. And that's where a lot of people will either need it removed or need steroids, things like that to help. All of these are invisible illnesses that affect our energy. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that is where you get all that unsolicited advice. Pick yourself up. Why are you feeling down today? Why is your energy crap? Go and have a good meat or get some protein in you. Things that just not helpful at all. So again, an invisible illness is an illness that affects you, especially your energy, that cannot be seen. There's not a scar, there's not a cast on, there's not a neck brace, or there's not a bandage on, there's not a scar from surgery. None of that. These are all beautiful invisible illnesses. And the other thing with invisible illnesses is they can take a long time to be diagnosed because unfortunately, and I have seen it, I've spent 30 years in the healthcare field on the front line, I am generalising, yes, but as I said, I've seen it, where especially if women come in, then they can take a lot longer to be diagnosed because there is still that stereotype of us being the I've forgotten what it's called because it's out of my mind. But basically, we're women where we complain all the time and we're just being dramatic and all of that. And so, unfortunately, illnesses can take a long time to be diagnosed. And that is what an invisible illness is, and that is how it can actually affect you. So our energy is different. For me, I know that in the mornings is the best time to do things like creating content, doing videos, doing anything of anything in the business. You can tell I don't edit these because I'm raw and I'm real. Anything that takes a lot of brain energy in my business, then I'm best in the morning because I'm more of my energy is so much better in the morning. It's still good most of the day, which is great because I've done so much work on it. Yet for anything else, like for having clients, for having podcast guests, that can be all day. Now, I do finish work at 4. I'm adamant about that occasionally I go overtime and I can feel the difference. I can feel myself getting drained, like I have to do this. This is all aspects of me with an invisible illness. And thankfully, I've done a lot of belief work now, and I've discovered the deep belief, behind my depression, which is why I'm actually so much better. There will still be moments, and everybody can get down moments, or you can get moments where your energy is not right. That can happen to anybody, whether you have an invisible illness or not. That is what invisible illness is about, and that's why I wanted to do this video, so that you actually understood and you have more of an understanding why saying things like just get up, go for an exercise, have something to eat, why you're just lazing about, any of that is not helpful at all. One of the best things you can do if you're supporting somebody, and you might be a friend away, you might be half an hour away or something, going to their house, looking around, and then saying to the person, is it okay if I vacuum? Or is it okay if I put on a load of washing? Is it okay if I do your dishes? Look around and see what needs doing. Don't go there and go, what can I do? Because when we've got an invisible illness, our brain doesn't work properly. It doesn't connect a lot of the time. There's areas that don't connect. So if you come to me and say, what do I need to do? My brain just goes, there's a big stop zone, and it just goes, no idea. And I'll just look at you blank. Yet if you walk in and you can see something that needs doing, ask that person. That is one of the best ways that you can help a person. Another one is just to sit next to the person. Read a book or something. You don't need to talk to that person. Just being there is one of the best things you can do. That is an invisible illness, what it is, and how you can actually support somebody. Thank you for watching, subscribing, reacting, commenting, sharing, all of that amazing stuff. I'm wishing you a wonderful day wherever you are in this amazing earth.